All right. Hopefully this isn't too loud. I'll have to do a test of it and see how bad it is. I'm going back to my roots here in Everquest. I haven't been enjoying any other games out there. You'll soon get to see what I do in this game. These characters here are mine. I'm multi-box, just on a regular server, nothing special. My bard, Eargasm. You have to forgive it, I only have names on one. Actually, I'll show you. There. Eargasm, Fatso, Stop Staring, Life Sentence, he's floating up here. It's my Necro. Fatso is my Shaman. Belle, obviously that's Gwen. We always play all the games. She follows me around. Yeah, and it's simple, and I'm a paladin. You have to forgive me. None of my characters are named Snots. I made one, but I haven't gone any farther than just making one. These characters in this game predate the Snots era of my online gaming. Healy is my spectral cleric here, same level as I am, 100. I haven't been on quite a long time, so a lot's changed. Obviously, I have a lot of buttons going on. My UI is very congested because, like I said, I'm multi-boxing, so I'm playing in Windows mode. If I was playing on my big screen TV, everything would be spread out much more. But unfortunately, this is the way it is on here. Quite necessary. I think I got most of my stuff set up. We're going to be going and killing some stuff eventually here today. You'll hear Gwen Bell when she's on. Eventually, my friend Myth Worlds, he'll be joining us in the game also. And it should be quite an adventure. There's a lot to do in this game. Let me put this back up so it doesn't lag so bad. There's so many people behind me. This is where everybody stands around and gets what's called well, you know what it is. If you know EverQuest, mass group buffs, and get your buffs for your character. They can last hours long, so it's a little different than other games. Buffs in this game are pretty serious. You need them to be an efficient killer and at current levels. So everybody kind of stands around here. We stay out here at night. Apparently, sometime they must have changed Plane of Knowledge so that your buffs don't fall off like they used to. It's kind of a nice feature. You're not packed in the guild lobby like we all used to be. Like I said, we're returning, so we're not going to be doing anything too crazy. I'm trying to keep the danger levels to a slight minimum. I pull like crazy anyways, but it should still be funny nonetheless. Some deaths, and I didn't get that add-on that stops me from losing experience if I die. She did, but I didn't. I couldn't afford all that extra jazz. Yeah, I think you ought to have a good time watching this, so it'll be funny. If you're an EverQuest fanatic, anyways, I talk a lot. Not many people on in my guild. It's pretty quiet as far as guild chat goes. I tried to break up most of my combat and stuff so it's a little cleaner. Everything's kind of a mess, but I know where everything's at, so that's all that matters. Yeah, you'll have to mind the graphics because when you're in Windows mode, you're set to a certain resolution, so you really can't. You can only go with widescreen or like 800 by 600. This game isn't. It's older, so it doesn't quite work like the other ones. When I go to full screen, though, I could set the resolution to 4K, and the UI is very small, but it's also very hard to read the buttons the way it scales. So. You can do quite a bit with it. You can move everything around, all your spell bars and whatnot. It's same as it's always been. I guess there's a new UI engine coming out in April. You can download other UIs. I downloaded another one. I just haven't really messed with it yet. I kind of looked at it, and that's about as far as I went. I wanted something with different targeting, and I wanted these to be more like one piece that I could put in there. As we go, I'll explain how things work. I'm still learning all the new things in the game. We haven't even done any of the quests or overseer, any of the new stuff. Just basically been killing in House of Thule, wasting some time, testing things out. She needs to get used to her character, so it'll be interesting. We'll move a little deeper today. I think I'm going to take us to Vale of Lars because I, I could probably tank the entire front of House of Thule with no issues whatsoever. It's kind of greens and blues are boring. We need something that's more blues and evens for named. Probably make it a little more entertaining. That, and I'd have more use with my other characters because really the only thing I'm doing is having to slow with Fatso and throwing the pets on them and right back to simple ones. So you'll kind of get how it goes. I don't know why the music's not playing. It's weird. Alright, well, that was my test for now. When Gwen's up and after I get back from the store, we'll probably get into some trouble here this afternoon. I'm thinking, unless she's got a busy day, I don't know. I didn't ask her what she'd be doing up there in a cold winter wonderland, Alaska. But I would be inside, sitting in front of a fire or a heater where I am today because it's cold and shitty here. I don't have much for an inventory. I mean, it's kind of the way it works in here. A lot of my gear is from beginning to get a lot of stuff and a lot of House of Thule. A couple raid items, just because I've been around for a long time. I never really did out of a whole lot of AAs. The game gave me more than I ever earned, but it is what it is. Fatso has a lot. I think he has 15,000 or something like that, but in life he has quite a few too. Simplin, I never really played him. Tooney was my bard on this account that was my main at one point. You'll eventually see him too. He looks just like Ear, just better, way better equipped. Ear's just free to play, but I did a heroic upgrade years ago on him, so back when I was 85, he's almost 91 now. Anyways, we'll come back to this here. We'll do some killing later. That'll be entertaining. Thanks for watching. Follow, like.